So like all of the buttons that help the doors automatically open, those all need to be working.
So I was originally on the third floor of Aquinas, and I think I got injured literally like the first week into school. So I'd only been there a week. It wasn't super, I wasn't super settled yet, and it was totally fine. But I had to move down to the first floor because the elevator was sketchy. And then when I got to like my room on the third floor, the wheelchair I was in didn't fit through the door frame. Like it was just way too wide, and so I had to be moved to the first floor. That was like the handicap, like wheelchair accessible room.
It was very difficult to navigate up and down buildings. Not all of them have elevators. Not all of the dorms have elevators. So, yeah.
It's always just like the little things that you don't think about. So like where there's like cracks in the pavement, like there's been times when I was in my wheelchair where I'd hit a bump and like fall over.
Not all of the buildings are easily accessible to people who are in wheelchairs.
If I didn't have that support system from like my friends besides the college itself, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
He can only use certain buttons. He can use like a bar, like what you see here. So those other ones that they do have are not accessible to him. The path up to the bookstore? So the path up to the bookstore is very bumpy. If they smoothed out the rough patches in the pathways. so it would be easier for you to get around.
I felt like emotionally like, oh, I'm such like not pathetic, but like I'm very incapable of doing the things that like I would normally do, and I felt bad.
I would just try to be accommodating to all different types of disabilities.